Hi friends. So in this section, we'll study about the while loop. In the previous sections, we have studied the loops, basic loop, nested loop, and the for loops. So now we'll study that how we can use the while loop, where we have to use it, and what is the usage of it. So the while loop continues to uh, execute until the given condition returns true. So in the while loop, we are not sure that we use the while loop when we are not sure that in how many times we are going to execute the loop body and what exact result you want. So in that case we use the while loop. In the previous sections you have learned that in for loop we know the index, that how many times we want to iterate this loop, but in the while loop we'll use when we don't know that how many times we want to iterate the loop. So there only while loop is important. So how the while loop works, the while loop start, and if the condition returns true it goes into the while body and then execute the statements written in the while body, and then again goes to the condition expression. So again if the condition expression returns true, then it goes to the while body and return and execute the statements written in the body. But when the condition returns false, it get out of the loop and stop iterating. So it come out of the loop as the condition returns you false. It iterates in the loop multiple times till the condition is true. So till the condition is true, it is iterating in the while loop. But as the condition returns you false, it comes out of loop and stop processing further and returns you the final result. So this is where we want to use the while loop. Its main is that where we don't know that how many times we want to iterate the loop. So there only we use the while loop. So the syntax of the while loop is while, then the condition, loop, and the sequence of statements we want to execute, and then the end loop. So this is the while condition and this is the loop body. So loop body, it contains the statements which want to iterate and want to perform the operations, and then comes out of the loop. So if this condition returns you true or evaluates to true, then the sequence of statements will run. If it returns to false, then it terminates and pass the uh, execution to the next statement in the code. So we'll write one basic loop with the using while loop, and we'll learn that how it's working. So declare a number which is a variable. So number, then begin, then the while loop. So while v num is less than 10, then loop dbms underscore output dot put line output is I, then we'll add one sorry, it's not I over here, it's v num. v num plus 1 and then end loop, then our end statement. So this loop will iterate, the below loop will iterate till this while condition is true. When it returns you false, it comes out of loop and then pass the result to the next statement in your code. So let's execute this and see the result. Set server output on. So now you can see we have set the server output on, but it is not returning any of the result. The reason, if you guess, yeah, the reason is that it is not getting inside the loop. So it is not getting inside the loop. It doesn't know what is the vnum. Let's initialize vnum as 0. Now clear the result and then now execute. Yeah, so now you can see you have the result 10 times till 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, not 10, because when it goes to 10, it's less than 10, it is returning you result. But when I would write over here equal to 10, when it is equal to 10, it will return you result. So it is saying you some error is the greater than equal to, yeah. So now you can see that it returns you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now the result is what you have required. PLSQL procedure compiled successfully and the result is still 10 from 0. So you can see that when it becomes greater than 10, then it comes out of loop and then exit. Here we have used one condition which iterates to true, but we have assigned it that it should be the number of times should be 10. But while loop, there is the one very famous example, which is the factorial program. So we'll write the factorial program in the next code. You should try it yourself first so that you can understand that how the while loop works. So this is the way it works. I have explained you, and in the same way we write the factorial program. You have seen that the result is returning you 10 times, but the result is also changed if I write this dbms output after the vnum incremented. I hope you can understand that how the result varies, but let's execute it and then check that how the result varies. So now you can see and remember that the result is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 11 times as we have included 0 also here. But when you have written it out after vnum, then you can check that how many times it is returning you the result and what result it is returning you. Now see, it is returning you result 11 times, but in the result 0 is not there and the output is, we can see in the output we have 11. So now you can understand it clearly that when the when it comes out of loop and till how many numbers it iterates through and give you a result. So it iterates to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10, 10. When it comes to 10, 10, 9 plus 1, 10, then it goes again to 10. Then yes, 10, when the, so let's suppose vnum is 9. So 9 plus 1 is 10. The output is returned as 10. Then it has gone to the loop. Vnum is less than equal to 10. Yes, the result is true. Vnum is less than equal to 10. Then it goes again to number. 10 plus 1 is 11. Then DBMS output is 11. Then it goes again to the while loop. So when it goes to here while loop, 11, vnum is now 11, which is less than equal to 10. This will give you a result as false. And now as the result is false, so it comes out of loop, and then it passes the cursor to further code. So this is how the while loop works. And in the next section, we'll learn about the factorial program, how we can write and what is the usage of the while loop in the factorial program. You should try to write it yourself, and we'll cover it in the next section. Thanks.